Tim is currently fanboying over the Audi R8 at the moment. So we're gonna grab him in a second and give you guys a little bit of details on why we're here. Got the 240 out. I think he's about to potentially race the R8. Throw that in the air just to see. I don't want him to get his feelings hurt because we can't compete with this. They're a little bit out of our realm of horsepower. Dang, I got him. All right, so right now we're at
Lacey Parts.
So you gotta have yourself a good Tim around because he's full of all the information.
You got the questions, I got the answers.
So we're gonna do an in-house tour and understand more about who they are because they're local and they have a really badass Audi R8, which is currently parked next to the Datsun. So, trying to race them?
No.
But right after he's finished talking to a friend of his, we're gonna go ahead and ask him a few questions, try to get a better understanding of what they do and who they are. So I feel like my face is like twitching when I talk.
Sure, a lot of you guys already know what we do, but you might not have seen it in person yet. So
This is wild.
this is the wall of engines that everybody loves.
Mostly American.
99.9% American, yes.
So you're the guy we need to come to when we need our LS crate fixed.
Yep, LS, Coyote, and soon we're going to be messing with Dodge. So, like, very soon.
Mopar guy?
Mopar stuff.
Yep.
Damn, it's really
Tons of tranches also.
So any trans, any separate engines are over here. That is the kind of like short blocks from when we get engines in that don't leak down well or they have a tick or something. They just get torn down and somebody will build them using a core or whatever.
Yeah. But I saw on the other engines you have actual like leak down.
Yeah.
Sheets on
Everything we do has a leak down sheet on it.
But this is important because I feel like that's the most scary part when buying a motor that you have no history on.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm trying to buy one now and from a private seller and something we don't have here. And I'm asking for a leak down. I was like, man, I don't really know. Like maybe I'll do one. Like, come on, man.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, exactly.
This is your land.
So that is Austin's doing. Austin designed this entire warehouse and he has a very good eye for that type of stuff. So
Who's Austin?
Austin is the guy that he was talking to.
Okay.
He's also an owner of the business. And he is the kind of like warehouse logistics guy. He handles all that stuff. So this is, you can thank him for this.
And your in-house aero guru now.
Yes, exactly. An in-house amateur aero guru, yeah.
So how did you like get into doing this, or where did you start?
Like everybody else, I feel like that ends up in a business like this, just starting in my backyard. And I used to try to like flip cars like straight out of high school and it was okay. But then I started, buying modified cars and selling the parts and found there was a bigger parts market than there was a car market. So
Yeah.
10 years later, here we are. We've been through a couple smaller shops, but this is the next iteration of our shop and we are looking to grow from here.
Yeah. How much square footage do you guys have here?
This unit is about 13 and we have another like 3,000 next door that I'll show you guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I definitely want to go check out that. Don't tell nobody.
Tons of spares even?
Tons of shells.
There's a huge spare market, believe it or not.
So what do y'all do with the shells once they're done?
I'll show you when we go out back. Yeah, I guess we're walking out here. I'm not used to the warehouse being blocked up like this, but
Oh, I got a nice little ZL1 here.
these cars just got dropped off literally 5 minutes ago while everybody's out front. The carrier showed up and Austin or Alex came out back and yanked these things off the trailer.
And like, I guess where do they come from?
So it's either IAA or Copart. 95% of our cars come from auction, and then we do a little bit of private party stuff, but that's just rare.
Damn! They packed some sweet toys?
You would not believe
A free treat.
the stuff we find in cars. It's insanity what we find in cars.
Dude, you would be the one to find that too.
It looks pretty much right. It's kind of what you expect, but
Couple
never
small
really
mods, nothing crazy.
Yeah, a catch can and an intake. Your average is the L1.
So like, I guess when you're buying a lot of stuff, you said you only get it from online. You don't physically go to the place to see
yeah, so
what you're getting?
all the auctions are online. It's very rare we get to look at a car before we actually buy it. There's 10 pictures and maybe a video depending on what site you're using. And we get as much information from that as we can and use our best judgment and hope we get something decent.
I know it's got to be nerve-wracking because like, if you can't see it.
Sometimes, yeah. So obviously we've been doing this for a while, so I know what to look for. But yeah, there's sometimes that people just play all kinds of games, and we'll try to get one over on you. If it's not an insurance company selling it, it can be kind of sketchy. So
have you been, as Marshawn Lynch would say, did you get got before?
We've got one time.
I mean, I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get got though.
One time I can remember, we bought a C6 Z06 that had no trans, no differential, and a blown up 6-liter in it. And it was disguised in a way that made it very hard to tell. And
Had like an OEM cover on the engine and everything?
yes, everything looked right. That one was one of the cases that somebody tried to purposely deceive a car through auction. And there's just not shit you can do about it, so.
That sucks.
But no, you're gonna get got, but try to get yours before you get got though.
I'm gonna get mine before I get got.
Before I had cut, Tim had a very popular question.
Where do these go?
These go to the scrapyard. So anybody who's watching this, seen our videos of that big claw taking the stuff off this trailer and smashing it to bits.
Sector 12. Who's in charge here?
That's where they head.
I look at all these, I'm like, that could be fixed, and it's like this huge thing just goes.
That's what everybody says. The problem is, as much as, you know, as much joy as I get out of, you know, crushing cars that people want to fix and hearing them get all upset about it, a lot of them are just not worth it at all.
Yeah, it takes up a ton of space and inventory too. I'm
Exactly.
Sure.
Like people say, like, why'd you leave a door on it? But there's a dent, or it's, you know, the lips bent back. Like, we're not just throwing away good parts,
and you got,
generally.
200 doors in there.
Exactly.
It was good to know. If you get some S2000s that are semi-shellable, let me know. We just leave it to the side, just don't tell nobody.
Sounds good.
What's the backstory on this guy?
So, how much time you got? So this car, I saw pictures of it on a trailer. Like, it must have been the first picture on the internet, but it was, the windows were blown out of it. It was a fire car. It was salvage title. At some point it got rebuilt to what you see, and then it's been passed around. It was involved in another fire, actually, where the guy had it running as a turbo car with a Viper engine, and had all the stuff out. The drivetrain was in his shop. This was outside, and then his shop burnt down. So I don't know if it's like cursed or what.
So you decided, let's bring it in my shop.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I was thinking, but if you want to help me pop the hood, I'll show you the LS that is crudely mounted in here.
Will this make a lot of Viper guys mad?
Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
That is our proprietary engine mounting system. So.
Some wood and straps?
Yes, exactly. it's in there, you know, all right.
Seems legit. If you didn't rock it, I'm like, oh,
right.
I guess it's secure.
But unfortunately, this one is getting sold in favor of projects that I have recently acquired. So this one got put on the back burner for a while, and unfortunately, it's kind of fell by the wayside. But somebody else is going to take it and do pretty much what I wanted to do with it. So I will be happy with it.
Can't wait to see.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to.
I will be following along their build of this car like I was hoping people would follow along with mine. But everybody knows what.
I'm gonna guess this was a woman's car because it has a pink lip.
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
You know, monkeys
Oh, that's tape.
Oh,
So
these are usually those little yellow.
yes.
They got me.
On the 21s or the wide bodies, I don't really know because I'm not a Mopar guy, and hopefully I will be 6 months from now. But they turn pink, so
because everyone kept running the yellow ones. So
I know,
like,
I
people
know.
think these are cool. Take them off.
So they're literally trying to make
Take
them
them
look
off,
worse and
please.
worse, so people actually take them off.
I agree with this marketing. For sure.
Yeah.
Dang.
People aren't gonna be running around with pink ones. So I guess they are, because this guy didn't take it
Yeah,
off
this was
before he wrecked it.
2,700 miles and it's still on there.
That's crazy.
And it literally says, "To be removed at dealership." in it. Dealers should like not be able to like let them leave. Like,
I know.
All right, so we're gonna do a little trading of rides. So I'm gonna take Lee for a ride in the Z, and then we'll both go for rides in the Audi.
And we still gotta get some details on the Audi.
Yeah, we'll go
I don't
over it
know.
when we're.
We will go over the complete car, and then you guys get to ride in it. You can see your reactions on camera, which is the best part.
Yes.
That could be worse. So going right here is probably the best. So I don't know what you can hear, but if you'd have told me that the R8 was not going to be the most extreme car I've been this week, I would have called you a liar. Yeah, man. Not done well. Hopefully you get that sorted. So what's this car weigh? 1788. Jesus Christ. The tune might be terrible on it, but it sounds really awesome. Yeah. No. Yeah, I usually have to explain how to people how to get in this. I'm sure I'm not going to have to do that with you.
See ya.
See? It's nice. You don't even need AC. Do you have AC?
No. It's all out. Yeah, the whole blower just gonna blow the tires off. So I don't know if you could tell, like it almost felt like it missed fourth gear.
Yeah.
If it's spinning in a high gear like that in third, when it goes to shift into fourth, it like freaks out. Wheel speed doesn't match like transmission speed or engine speed. It almost like misses a gear like a manual. Because this is a manual gearbox with like a shift actuator on it, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Currently in the Audi R8. The mystery is how much power do she make?
So I will give you a ride, then you have to guess how much power it makes.
Alright.
And then I'll tell you.
Man, you had the reaction cam set up? I see. God, dang. I like how you gradually took it in. 'Cause I was like, oh, okay, I can get this.
Yeah, it's just, it runs better that way.
And then after a while, I'm like, hold up now, vision's changing.
All right, back in second gear here.
Oh my God.
That felt better than the pull I did with him.
That shit. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, it gets kind of like sketchy for a second, but it's like, damn. that
It
shit's
feels
real.
so. I explained it to Tim. It's sketchy, but like because you're not in control. Like someone driving this car, like
It's completely
I've had
different.
cars with half the horsepower that are 10 times as sketchy. Like this car, it maybe just be the fact that it's an R8 or who built it underground being, you know, the best of the best. But it to me feels so controlled.
But damn, it's quite the thrill, none the least.
Sometimes like that, this is like a manual transmission with a shift actuator basically. Sometimes when it's spinning like that, it won't want to shift to the next gear. It almost like misses a gear just like you or I would in the manual. It's weird.
All right, so while Tim had to run off and take the U-Haul trailer back for the 240, I stayed back with Lee so we can get a little overview of the Audi because as y'all saw my face, shit got real. It was extremely fast and has a lot more power than I originally thought. And yeah, it deserves its credit to have a nice little breakdown. So let's get straight to the business.
All right, I'll give you the full story from the time we bought it. I was on Facebook and saw somebody had wrecked a UGR R8. The whole front end from about what you see right here in the front frame rails was just wiped off of it. The guy apparently bought it and wrecked it less than a week later. Anyway, the rear end was fine, basically. I had some dented panels and whatnot, but we were able to recoup a lot of our investment out of the rear end, stripped all that off. When we got it here, we didn't know what we were gonna do with the car. We weren't sure if we were just gonna part it out. If it was too bad, that's what we were gonna do, but it was straight from the suspension points back, so we decided to do something fun with it. I'm really glad we did. As far as the drivetrain, all the fun stuff back here, it is exactly as we got it. It's definitely a testament to underground, I suppose, that a car like this can be wrecked, sit for multiple years with nothing being done to it. We can change the fluids, start it up, and have it drive like this.
As he pours more fluid in because of the joyrides.
The good stuff, VP import. And then as far as the front goes, Josh, JCH Weld Fab, who I'm sure you guys are familiar with.
JC Hood?
Yep. Did all the pipe work on this car, the doors, he built the radiator. Pretty much any custom fabrication part you see on here, he did.
That's a homie. Love some Josh.
And then the interior is pretty much stock. Has a set of Recaros in it, a roll bar from GMG Racing, and otherwise it's as it came.
I was gonna say, it felt extremely OEM. If it wasn't for not having doors, you wouldn't know you didn't have panels.
Yeah, 100%. No, if it drives like a stock car. Stock brakes, stock wheels. It really looks more wild than it is until you drive it, and then you realize that it's fast and crazy and all kinds of fun.
I say, don't discredit it. It's just as wild as it looks, because that thing, it caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. How many pounds of boost?
What is it? What is
So
it for?
it's boost by gear. So on this setting, it runs 20 in second, 25 in third, and then 28 in fourth, fifth, and sixth.
What's your thought?
Dude, insane.
You know, sometimes people don't believe it, but
You think you're going fast, and then it goes faster, and then it goes even faster.
literally the same exact description I just gave. It was like,
You think it's done, but it's not done, and it just keeps going. You're just like,
just keep
accelerate,
crashing.
accelerate, accelerate.
Did you feel like you couldn't lift up out your seat?
Yeah, I was just.
Oh man.
Yeah, it took me like a roller coaster on the ground.